So here we are again. Friday night trail run. I'm trying to figure out gang sign Friday. I don't know. Anyway, Friday night trail run. We're at Durand Park. So I wanted to videotape the Durand Trail for everyone for a 5K this year. If anyone's doing the Quad Trail Challenge. I did Seneca Park already. Now I'm going to do Durand. So you guys will get a chance to see that. Starting out up here at the Magnolia Shelter, up at the top of Log Cabin Road. So I'm going to go through the trail and we'll go through all twists and turns and show you guys where we're at with that. I will see you guys soon. We're up by the Magnolia Shelter. There's Magnolia over there. There's another shelter over there. There's the bathrooms right there. And there's a great big tree right there, and that's where you're gonna wanna start. That's the start line. That's where we're gonna start running the 5K. And run up toward that yellow gate over there. You can see that. Run up toward that.
When the quarantine started, like.
So here's the gate that you wanna cut through, right to the left of the gate, and then right to the right of the gate. So cut through that little walkway. You can go to the right of the gate too. Right to the right of the gate, you'll see off the road, there's a trail. You want to start out by following this trail. So now we're still on the side, on the right side of the trail, and there's gonna be a turn off up to the right up here. You're gonna start heading down into the woods. I'm pretty sure it's the orange trail that you're gonna start following, but it's gonna be off to the right, just past this big tree up here. Actually, there's a purple marker up on this tree here, and you'll see as we come up to it, there's a hard right. It goes downhill real quick. And here it is. Here's where you want to take a right. Start heading downhill. And you'll see you want to go to the right again. So 2 rights. Go all the way down this windy trail. I'll edit that out. I'm pretty sure this is the orange trail. So I was totally wrong. It is the purple trail. And then you'll see the yellow. It'll intersect with the yellow trail. Just keep going straight. We'll have everything all marked off with tape, so you'll be able to follow the colored tape. We'll probably have them hanging from branches and what have you. Keep going down. Watch your... So Durand is pretty hilly, and it's also definitely more rugged trail than the Seneca Park Trail. It's got lots of roots and rocks and stuff, so watch your step. Definitely some ankle twisting areas. Notice I said twisting, not breaking. Ankle twisting areas through Durand. But it's beautiful. There's a golf course right there. Go alongside the golf course for a little bit. Definitely a beautiful place to run. Now we just keep following along, alongside of the golf course. So we definitely are in the orange. Now we're on the orange trail. I think right after it merged with yellow, became orange. So we're past the golf course now. We're still on the same trail, so we're still going straight. And we're now coming up next to the pond that's just north of the golf course is on our left. So if you're running that way, you're going the right way. And you kind of follow the shoreline for a little while, so it does a little twisting and turning along the shoreline. So it's kind of, there are a couple of little trails that head out to the left. If there's a little peninsula that goes out into the pond, you'll know very quickly if you take a wrong turn. Just stay along the shoreline. So here's one of those places that looks like you could take a wrong turn, but again, it just goes up to a peninsula, and you'll soon realize you can't go any further that way. So you want to stay on the main trail. Goes around, bends around to the right. Stay on the orange mark trail, and you'll be going the right way. And come through here. There's my running partner.
Best part.
So there's a great big turn here. You want to stay on the trail. We go around this great big bend. The year we did the X Challenge here, this was the first X Challenge area. So this is where everyone did, what was the first one? Push-ups maybe? Push-ups, squats? No, squats were last. No, burpees were last. Push-ups, squats, and burpees. So that would have been the push-up spot right there. So again, staying on this trail. Orange marker right up there. Orange marker on the tree. So as you can probably tell, this is a missing segment from the run because the lighting is totally different today than it was on the day we ran. Big giant tree fallen here, so you want to be careful from that. Walk around and not fall down into the gaping hole in the ground. A pretty big tree, big old tree. So I'm recording the segment that I thought I recorded the night we ran this, and went back and looked at my video clips, and I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't recording. Sometimes it's hard when you can't see so well. You think you're recording. And now that I said that, I'm going to double check to make sure I'm recording now. Yep. There it is, the little red flashy button. Path gets a little narrow through here. So this is kind of an integral part of the trail that we're coming up on. That I absolutely needed this segment to be recorded. Otherwise everyone would get lost, theoretically. You do have the maps on Strava to follow, plus we'll have everything marked with, well, I think we'll have everything marked with landscaping tape when you come through to run, but we'll see. So for now, I'm just walking in the woods talking to myself with my phone up, looking like a weirdo on a random Wednesday afternoon. Durand, so you can see the road, Lakeshore Boulevard up there. You can see it, you can hear it. It's there. When you get to this point, this is where you're actually going to take a right off the trail. So where this, you can see this like kind of wraps around and keeps going over that way. You don't want to go that way at this point. You want to head up here to all this fallen wood and everything. So orange marker up there, keep going along. I'm gonna go up this little hill, up and over. See all the fallen wood in here, so you're going the right way. Up and over this little hill. Back down. And then keep going up toward the road up there. Back up this other little hill. Follow follow it all the way up. Look for the blue marker across the street there. Watch out for cars. Across the street, directly across, you'll see the blue trail marker. So you're gonna wanna go down. So directly across the street, blue trail marker, go down this trail and you're gonna see Durand Lake right over there. Coming down here, do not take a left, keep going straight. And down at the corner here, you should pick up again on where I left off with the recordings from the Friday night trail run. And I will see you guys a month ago. Time warp. So weird. So this is where you just keep going along with Durand Lake on your left. Path gets a little narrow and a little close to the water, so be careful. And keep going straight. Well, you gotta run. So right along the side of the other side of the road now, we got a pond to our left again. But this is a different one. I think this is Eastman Lake, Lake Eastman, or that's on the other side, I forget which. There's Durand Lake and Eastman Lake. Real creative. There's so yeah, it's a lake or a pond, whichever you want to call it. We hike on it in the wintertime sometimes. So running right down along the side of the pond. Pretty narrow trail, so watch your step. So you're gonna see these bunch of fallen trees. There's a bunch of those boarded up boardwalks there. Again, you wanna keep this to your left, the water to your left. Water's always to your left. As you're going around the two ponds. Is it? Yeah, that's true. Water's always to your left. And all the way to the back. We're on the blue trail still. Just started purple, orange, blue. It's really pretty in here. Water still to my left. Still on the blue trail. Staying on the path. Coming up to another one of these boardwalks. Lots of mosquitoes. We follow this boardwalk on the blue path. So we've come to the end of the pond. Toward the end of it, we're gonna head up into the woods a little bit, and we're gonna end up over there on the other side of the pond.
20 seconds.
You see that trail up over there. So as we come up to the top of that little hill, there's a little junction here, and we're gonna take a left. So you see this board, or this sort of looks like a foundation concrete. That's where you want to take a left. You go up. Basically, there's another pond over there. But you go up here. And you're going to take another left. See the blue trail with the arrow. Take another left. And now we're right where I said we'd be. up here. We were over there. And we're running on the blue trail. So we just saw a deer. I have no idea why I didn't take video of it. I took pictures of it, but no video. How smart was that? So stay on this really rooty part of the trail. And then when you get up close to the top, take a hard left. Stay on the blue. See the blue markers over there? So you want to make sure you're staying on the blue trail. Take this quick. No, it's pretty, the footing is not the best. But that's what makes it a fun trail. The danger element. Just watch out for the blue markers on the trees, and again we'll have colored tape on marking out the trails the weekend of the race. Woo! That's a steep hill. Watch out for those roots. There's a lot of roots on this side. Another little walk bridge. And we're gonna go uphill again, right here. Keep looking for the blue markers so you don't take a wrong turn. And keep the water right on your left. Pretty treacherous footing. Lots of roots. Be careful. Don't get hurt. Make sure somebody knows what you're doing, where you're going, just in case anything happens to you out in the woods. Somebody knows where you are. If you don't come back. We've never had that happen, by the way. As a footnote. But we did have somebody twist their ankle on this trail, the 5K a couple years ago. Wasn't serious, but it was enough to put a call in up to the shelter, and then the person, I guess, felt better. So no ambulances were needed, but you do really want to be careful of the footing back here. There's numerous roots. So yeah, here we are coming out on the lakeshore. And it is, what road is this? Yeah, Zoo Road, just like I thought. Out at the end of Zoo Road, we're on Lakeshore Boulevard now. So you want to watch out for traffic, but it's a pretty wide shoulder. We're gonna go all the way down to Log Cabin Road and go up Log Cabin Road, which we call Heartbreak Hill. It's the last third of a mile or so of the race. You pretty much just go uphill, the whole thing. Burpees at the top for the X Challenge, folks. So this is Log Cabin Road. You can see down the road there, there's Lakeshore. And up the hill is where we're going. Heartbreak Hill. It's the very finish of the race. Always the best part. Leaving everything you got on the course. And again, I don't know, you guys decide how you want to do all four trails, but I would do one of the flat ones and then this one, you know, use the flat one to warm up, because at the very least you're gonna have to do two on each day if you're doing the quad trail challenge, or you do all four in one day. You can do that too. Durand and Mendon are by far the hilliest of the four courses. Genesee Valley's flat. Seneca's pretty flat. I mean, there's a couple little hills here and there, but it's really nothing. Overall, it's pretty flat, pretty easy path to run. So I would do a nice flat one, then do Durand, and do another flat one, and then do Mendon on the next day. I would always finish with Mendon just because it's so pretty. I mean, Durand is pretty too, but with Mendon, barely have any road to run on at all. Certainly nothing as busy as Lakeshore Boulevard, but they're both just incredibly beautiful trails. There's the Acorn Shelter. So we're getting closer up to Magnolia. We're going all the way back to the cars at Magnolia Shelter. Just gonna keep following Log Cabin Road all the way up. And we'll be done. Here we are, back at the top again, at the yellow gate. Remember the yellow gate, right? Start line's over there, by the bathrooms. Cars right there. Magnolia Shelter there. And we are done.